Welcome to your astrology tarot reading for the week ahead. So I'm just reading the chart as I shuffle so I can see what's playing out in the stars at the moment for you Aries. So this is for Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. First of all, I'm checking what's going on in your house, Aries, and we have in your house at the moment we have Chiron at 23 degrees. So Chiron is the wounded healer, and it looks at what is coming up for you that needs to be healed. If you're in an Aries ascendant, this is playing out in your first house, which is all about you. So we're looking at things that's going on around you that's bringing your attention to areas that you need to heal. Could be areas around assertiveness or being able to move forward, not fearing moving forward. It could be areas of impulsiveness for some of you, how quickly you want to get in and do things or blurt things out, or the impulsive kind of energy. There could be issues around that for you. It could be issues around speaking up for yourself and asserting yourself in some way. So there could be issues around that need to be healed. I'm feeling also here, I'm taking a look at what other placements we have got. Squaring in Cancer at the moment, 23 degrees as well, is the Sun. So that's forming an aspect of a square, which is a bit of a hard aspect, bit of a challenging aspect, and therefore you need to be able to bring these two elements together. So what it's saying, the Sun wants you to be it's your vitality. It wants you to feel that you can express yourself freely. It wants you to feel like you're getting fulfilled out of life, and you're feeling fulfilled. You can shine your beautiful light. But it's forming an aspect of a square aspect with Chiron, talking about what wounds you have that need to be healed. So here we're shining a light on what it is in your life that you need to work through and heal. We could be, things could be coming up to the surface naturally, or it could be you just pondering, and I'm feeling like it's the light shining on the situation. So it's coming to light, but it feels to be issues around you not feeling fulfilled or feeling like you're able to do your mission or do what you need to do in a way that you're held back in some way, or held back by certain wounds of the past. So that could be, like, as I said, assertiveness or energies around the Aries kind of energy there. Look at what is there, what aspects are there to help you. We have got Mercury in Leo, 18 degrees. So that's forming we're still within 6 degrees there. So it is forming, so it's called a position of trining. So it's an aspect of trining, and here it's showing where you're getting your help from. Communication being Mercury trait, it's about communication, thinking, learning, those kind of skills is what's going to help you get through your Chiron kind of things. Your Chiron things being, as I said, wounds that need to be healed. Could also be that you could be a teacher, like you could, because the Chiron is also a teacher. So what he does is he heals himself, and then he teaches others how to heal themselves. Because we're now trining Mercury, that is a great healer. If you're able to help others that have gone through something that you've gone through, it's a good way of healing yourself as well. So you've got that playing out there as well. Just checking through what else we've got. Nothing happening in Sagittarius right now. So that's what's playing out for you. Now so I'm just taking a look at the big planets, being Jupiter and Saturn as well. We've got Jupiter sitting in Gemini at the moment, so that is sitting in your 11th house if you're an ascendant Aries. So that we're looking at healing issues around, or not just healing, but working with issues around expansion in the community, being part of community, starting new projects here as well, and it's bigger areas of opportunity for you in this area, growth, luck, expansion coming up in those kind of areas for you. Now with Saturn is in Pisces, that is your second house. Saturn is obstacles and challenges, so there could be some obstacle challenges coming up around your self-confidence or around your resources for you Aries. Now with your tarot, we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position, and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position says that things are coming back around, opportunities are coming back around, and I feel like that's opportunities with Jupiter is the planet of opportunities and expansion and growth. So they'll be coming back around in the community for you, or in areas of new projects, working with other people, and expansion and and growth in that way. Now I'm feeling here that it's saying that the wheels are finally starting to move for you in those areas and not so stagnant. Now with the Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position is saying that you may have been holding back. Things have felt very slow for you, and it's time now to start moving forward. I know Aries, it's that energy of wanting to go, wanting to move, wanting to get in there and do it, but it feels like it's been a little bit slow lately. We've had the sun, we're still in Cancer season, so we're still in that area of quite heavy emotions, quite different to your energy there, Aries. Now we've got the Four of Pentacles, and that's saying it's time to just spend a bit of money on yourself, or it may just be that you've got money going out. There's a little bit of unforeseen expenses coming up for you. Could be what's happening with your second house of Saturn in your second house, being that Saturn is putting some restrictions on your spending, on your resources, money coming in. So could be some issues around that coming up for you over the week ahead, Aries. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm just taking a look at the astrology chart while I'm pulling your cards and letting you know what's going on in your chart in the week ahead in the stars. Now we have got Taurus. I'm just checking what's going on in Taurus. Taurus right now still has Uranus sitting there. Now Uranus wants you to be unique. It wants you to be yourself. It doesn't want you to feel trapped. So it wants you to feel like you can be uniquely yourself, and it's asking you, it's bringing to light for you what makes you feel held back, what makes you feel trapped, what makes you feel like you can't be yourself or live the life that you really want to live. So it wants to free you from whatever it is that's holding you back and making you feel burdened or feeling like you're trapped in some way. Now we're also sitting there in a very close conjunction, 26 degrees and 25 degrees is Mars. Mars wants to give you that extra bit of stamina, that extra bit of strength, that extra bit of courage and tenacity, and it's saying, right, we want you to move, and it's a swift outcome because we've got the Eight of Wands is saying time to move. We're moving fast here. We've got this energy of Aries, kind of Mars Aries energy, and it's saying we're moving. It wants to move you towards whatever situation makes you feel like you're really who you are. So the situation being that whatever you need to be your true self, authentic you, and not be afraid of what other people think, not want to have to listen to, to be criticized for being your true self or whatever it is that you're doing or you're into. But Mars is giving you that courage and that strength to say, okay, I'm ready to put myself out there in the world and to be who I am. And it's saying right now, if something's making me feel trapped, I'm finally getting that energy to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do something about this. Now we've got the star in the upright position, and that is the favorable outcome card. So it's saying at this time, and I feel like you've got such great cards on the table, Taurus, I don't know if I want to pull another one for you, but I'll shuffle to see if something's going to come out for you. Here we go. So it is saying that you favorable outcome there with the star card, trust the universe, things happening for a reason. So we've got that quite strong energy in your chart for change and becoming who you really are and not holding back there with that energy. Just having a look at what is opposing. We've got no planets in opposition at the moment, and we're having a look at the fixed signs here now as well. So what's going on here? What we've got going on in your chart here, Taurus. Okay, so we've got on the 16th, we have a complete tight conjunction between Uranus and Mars. So those energies are really going to be strengthened at that time. Now, sitting across from you in opposition is the moon right now. So that brings in your emotions here. That is sitting in Scorpio. So it's saying deep, having to go deep with your emotions here, or you might feel very emotionally overwhelmed. I'm feeling like the moon sitting in your opposing house of Scorpio. I feel it is going to affect you emotionally, and you may feel a little bit down, or you may feel over emotional. You may feel tired. You may feel just really moody. The moody is the right word there. But I'm feeling like because it's sitting and it on the 17th, it is in an actual opposition position, so to Uranus and Mars. So that energy is quite heavy energy. These big planets here playing off against the moon, which is your emotions, could be quite overwhelming for you at that time. So just take it easy on the 16th and the 17th into the 18th, as things start to move forward with the moon. As the moon moves into Sagittarius, things will start to free up for you. So it's only a couple of days there. Now we've got the big planet of luck, growth and expansion, Jupiter, in Gemini at the moment, and that for you is your 12th house. So if you're an ascendant Taurus, so here we're looking at having to dissolving certain things around you. It could also be tapping into spirit, it could be meditating, that kind of energy. Really opportunities for growth and expansion in these areas, but it could also be these are the things that's going to help you get through that situation. So lots of meditating, lots of really tapping into spirit. It could be opportunities for dissolving things here as well that no longer serve you. Now looking into Saturn in Pisces for you. Saturn in Pisces, Taurus, is in your 3rd house. We're talking communication here. So we're talking about some kind of blocks around communication. There could be challenges with expressing yourself or being able to communicate a situation or seeing the situation for what it really is, or being heard properly or hearing others as well. This could be where the situation is. Now I'm feeling with your cards here, we've got the Star card, like I said, opportunity for positive results here. So there's a beautiful card, all going to happen fast. This energy is quite fast, it's quite powerful, and it's fast because it's Mars. It's Mars sitting across from your moon, and that's your emotion. So it's quite really fast paced emotions going on around your Taurus. Now I've also got the card that popped out here was Justice, and it's just about at this time making sure that you're being very balanced, being very fair in your dealings with other people, particularly because we've got the moon in Scorpio, which is about sharing yourself deeply with other people. So we've got the energy there of having emotions around other people. So we're having to balance that out. So balance out what is somebody else's emotions affecting you, or if it's really your emotions that you could be affecting other people. So these are little things that you're needing to look at over the next week ahead, Taurus. I will see you again next week. Welcome Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm taking a look at the astro chart while I'm shuffling your cards, Gemini, to see what's going on for the week ahead for you. First of all, I'm checking your sign, Gemini, and we've got Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion and growth, sitting in your 1st house if you're a Gemini ascendant. So what this means is that you've got opportunities around you. It could also mean that whatever is going on with you personally at the moment could be expanding. So good or bad, whatever that is playing out, things feel like they're really just blowing up and getting bigger. So whatever that situation is, it could. It's also a little thing here about being cautious not to overindulge here, not to overdo it here, because Jupiter is also responsible for those things as well. Things like overeating, overindulging, those kind of things play out in the 1st house with Jupiter in the 1st house there, Gemini. Now because it's all about your, it could also be new big ideas coming in as well, because you're an air sign, you have lots of thoughts, there's busyness going on in your mind. So it could be these new big great ideas coming up around you as well, Gemini. So just taking a look in your opposition position, there's nothing going on for you at the moment. So taking a look at your squaring signs here, we have got playing out in Pisces. Pisces has got right now, Pisces has got Saturn. They are about 8 degrees apart at the moment, so it's very loose. It's not a tight orb here, but it's quite loose. It will tighten up. Let me just move forward with I'll see if it happens in this week for you. Okay, so this happens into next week around about the 24th. We go into a 6-degree orb there. So over this current week, these planets are moving closer together. They're fairly slow moving planets because it's Jupiter and Saturn. So they move a lot slower than, say, the Sun or the Moon, or Venus or Mercury. So they're a little bit slower moving, and they start to tighten the orb there, the distance away from each other. Around about the 24th, they move into like a 6-degree orb. So you'll start to feel that placement a little bit stronger. Now, right at the moment, we have got them squaring each other because Saturn is in Pisces and Jupiter is in Gemini. So there's they're both mutable signs, so it's causing a squaring aspect, and what that is, it's a bit of a challenging aspect. So it could be challenging around with the two big heavy hitters here, Jupiter and Saturn. So it could be that you're getting hurdles or obstacles coming in around mental activity, because we're in Pisces here. So it could be fantasy thinking, or off with the fairies because you're a very mental sign here. That could be playing out. It could also be playing out with Jupiter, the expansion that's happening here. As I said, it will expand on things that are good or bad and bring them to light. So it could be things that are coming to light about things like meditation and spirit and all those kind of things. Those things could be growing or expanding, but it could be also obstacles. It could be obstacles being shown to you clearly of what you need to work through. Nine of Swords here is saying mental stress and anxiety, lots of going on in the brain. So it's lots of mental activity is what's going on here with this placement, because we've got that Saturn squaring off with Jupiter in your house. It's really messing with your brain, whether it's bringing through too much going on, or you're too airy fairy, like you're too out there, because it's, again, Pisces is where it's squaring to. So it could be like being like, there's just too much. It's too much going on in your mind. You need to rest. The stress of it could just be too much. Now, right now, I'm looking at the 19th, so that comes on into this week, and we have got 19th, we're going to have the moon in opposition to you. So moon will be in Sagittarius round about the 19th. Let me just check that when it moves in. Just so you know, because it's very important, it moves in on the 18th. The 18th, it's sitting at 12 degrees in Sagittarius, so it's sitting across for you, and it's actually sitting in direct opposition to Jupiter. So Jupiter's at 11 degrees, the moon is at 12 degrees, so they're sitting in a direct opposition to each other. So that's a push and pull energy. So it's like things just blow up, emotions, because we're talking the moon here. You could be really heightened, overwhelming emotions that could be playing out here as well. But it could be also joy as well, because it's the planet of luck, expansion and growth. Big, beautiful things as well. It doesn't have to be big dramas. It could be exciting new news. Emotions, that's part of emotions too, excitement. And I'm feeling, because it's the lucky planet, Jupiter, it's bringing in beautiful, big, bubbly energy, positive emotions coming through for some of you in a big, big way. Some of you, it could be, as I said, overwhelming emotions, because we've got that 9 of Swords card sitting on the table. So just moving through to see if there's anything else that's playing out for you. Just taking a look at what's playing out in the air signs. Air signs, we are trining with Pluto, which means changes and transformations that's happening, because Pluto's sitting in Aquarius. So any changes or transformations that's occurring around you is there to help you, because it's in a trining position, a position that's there to help you out. I've got the 4 of Cups, so it's saying it could be that you're wanting more out of life. You're feeling like maybe you're not getting enough. You maybe have a bit of nostalgia and thinking about the past, thinking about opportunities you've let go of, thinking about people from the past. It could be that people from the past coming back into your life or representing themselves. It could be that you're just thinking about them and you're thinking about what you had, and it's causing a little bit of a block on moving forward. But with the analysing and the over-analysing, that's definitely a Gemini thing. There you need to just relax a little bit here, do some things that you once enjoyed in the past, and make way for this energy that's happening on the 18th with the moon in complete opposition to your sign here. Complete opposition to Jupiter as well. So it's saying let's turn that energy, emotions, to be exciting, positive emotions. So let's aim for that for you, Gemini, and I will see you again next week. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm looking at the chart as I'm reading for you, Cancer, as I'm pulling your cards, and your cards are already up. So your cards are out. There's no messing around with what's going on for you, Cancer. We have got Sun still sitting in your house, Cancer. We're still in the Cancer season for a little bit longer, for play out through this entire week. Now, what's happening with you, I'm just looking at, so the sun's there, it's extra vitality. It's asking you to take a look at what fulfills you in your life. If you're an ascendant, particularly ascendant Cancer, it means it's happening in your first house. So it's shining a light on how you get fulfillment out of your life, where your vitality comes from here. So I'm looking over here now for, there's nothing playing on in opposition to you. We're looking over now at your squaring positions to see what's playing out here. We're looking for Aries. We've got a squaring placement between Chiron and the Sun. So Chiron is the healer. There could be issues coming up for you too, Cancer, around what needs to be healed in your life. So this is a squaring aspect, so it could be a bit challenging. So we're shining a light on what it is that needs to be healed in your life, what wounds that you have that you need to work through. They could be coming to play over this current week. Looking over now at, there's nothing else going on there in Scorpio, Libra. So Libra's only has the South Node at the moment. So let's moving through now to Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. It is sitting in Gemini. So Gemini for you, Cancer, is your second house. So sitting in your second house, and it is an opportunity for luck, opportunities for expansion and growth around how you make your money. Could be it could be overconfidence, could be a thing here. You could be a little bit overconfident in some ways, or it could be opportunities for you to up your skills, grow your skills, be more confident about your self-value and your self-worth here as well. But it's definitely an opportunity to expand your money and how you make your money that's playing out for you. So that's exciting news for you, Cancer. Taking a look at Saturn, which is our planet of hurdles, we're looking at what obstacles could be coming up for you, and that's playing out in Pisces, and that will be your 5th house. So that's your house of pleasure and fun. So you could be having a few obstacles around actually letting go and having a bit of fun. So it could be creativity as well. You may feel a little bit stifled with your creativity, or you could be dissolving certain, because it's Pisces here where the Saturn is, you could be dissolving things that you find you get no longer enjoyment out of. So you don't enjoy things anymore. You could be looking at dissolving those things or letting those things go. Now with your cards, we're looking at the Knight of Swords. He is a fast-paced knight. He's a thinker. He's a strategist. He'll think about the situation before moving forward. So here it's saying that you need to really think about whatever situation you're in, Cancer. You've got difficult choices coming with the Lovers in the reverse position. It's quite a hard choice. You really need to be strategic here with what you do and what you plan. Wheel of Fortune is saying wheels are starting to move. You're going to find things starting to happen for you, and perhaps opportunities that you've once let go of may come back around, but it's saying we're starting to get some movement here, or some things are starting to happen for you, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next week. Joining me, Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm checking your chart as I'm reading the cards and pulling your tarot for you, so I can see what's going on in the stars for you, Leo. Now checking your sign first of all, Leo. See, we've got some planets just moving over into your sign, Leo. We have got Venus and Mercury sitting over in your sign right now in Leo. So if you're a Leo ascendant, they're sitting in your first house, which means it's coming to light around you, issues around you, your personality, your identity. It could be the way you look. It could be, and I'm feeling definitely the way you look, Leo. So it could be, because we've got Venus there, and Venus wants to beautify and it wants to make things look good. So it could be that you're looking at maybe a new look, or new clothing, or some kind of beautifying or making things look good, feel luxury as well, luxurious kind of energy there as well. Now the Mercury there is bringing in communication. It's bringing in new learning for some of you as well. Lots of planets in squaring positions with you at the moment, Leo. So there's big energy happening here, which is why you've got the King of Swords, and he's saying you need to use a lot of logic and strategy here. Powerful energy happening around you, Leo. Now what I've got first of all is Leo. We're looking in opposition to you in Aquarius. We've got Pluto. Pluto's in Aquarius. Pluto's a planet of transformation and changes. So big things happening around you in direct opposition to your sign, Leo. Now it is in retrograde at the moment, so it is a time of inward reflection and reflecting on what changes and transformations need to be made. around you, what needs to come to an end, so that new beginnings can be made. You're reflecting on some things here, Leo. Now we've got also playing out in Taurus. Taurus is quite busy as well at the moment. Big Uranus wants to, the energy here wants you to be authentic, and it wants you to be able to be truly yourself, and it wants to move you out of whatever situation's making you feel trapped. So this is all playing out for you as well. It's happening there with Mars. It's giving you that bit of extra strength and stamina to do what you need to do that sits you on your path of being really you. King, I'm seeing sitting here with Leo. It's sitting in your king sovereign powers, what you need to do for this, and all the big planets are paying out for you at the moment to do this. That energy from Mars, that stamina, that endurance, that competitive energy, all sitting there with Uranus, which wants you to be yourself and unique and not have to get other people's opinions, or have to, being yourself without having to worry about what other people think about it, doing what you want to do. Sitting down there with Pluto in retrograde, as I said, and wants to make changes and transformation. So you have got squaring you, Leo, all the big planets. Uranus wants to come in and make changes for you to not feel so trapped, and for you to live your authentic life. Pluto wants to make big changes for you on things that you need to face up to, face your fears in some way. So there's a lot going on for you. We've got Jupiter in Gemini at the moment for you, Leo. That is in your third house. Yes, in your third house of communication. So there could be some things going on with communication, opportunities for you to have your voice heard, to have your opinions heard, opportunity to learn new skills, because it is also a learning thing here as well. And you've also got, as I said, we've got Mercury sitting in your house at the moment, which is also bringing in opportunities to learn, to question, to communicate, all playing out in a big way for you, Leo. Next we have to look at Saturn, and Saturn is our planet of obstacles. I feel like it's not too bad with you. It's not forming a squaring position to you. It's not in opposition to you. I think you get away with that one this week, Leos. But you've got so many other big planets really playing out for you. I feel like you've got your hands full there anyway, Leo. So let's pull your cards and see what else is coming up for you for the week ahead. It's saying the Empress is in the reverse. As I said, we've got the Tower. Wouldn't expect anything less. So we've got the Empress in the reverse, saying you need to be very giving and nurturing and kind to yourself at this time. Because you've got some big things playing out with the Tower in the reverse. It's saying that you need to be calm. You could be starting over in certain situations. You could be letting go of things, or things could be, as I said, you've got those big transformation planets playing out in squaring positions to you, Leo, squaring and in opposition. So therefore it's saying it wants to kind of bulldoze over the things that aren't working for you anymore, so that way you can start new, start fresh with whatever it is that's really truly authentic to you. But it is saying that it brings a great deal of relief once this is all through. So it's in a good way that this Tower card happens. So thank you for joining me, Leo. I'll see you again next week. From Virgo's Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now Virgo, I'm reading your chart as we're moving through here and pulling cards for you as we go. So Virgo, there's nothing happening in your house right now, in your sign right now. So things are a little quiet on that front. So in opposition to you, we're going to be looking at what is going on in Pisces. Pisces has a lot going on. We've got some big planets there, being Neptune, still sitting in the final degrees of Pisces. So it is wanting to dissolve certain things that's not working out for you. It's also where you meditate, connect with spirit and source, have more faith in the universe here. Tap faith in the universe going on at this time. Now we also have Saturn sitting there in opposition to you, Virgo. So Saturn opposition is a bit of a challenging aspect. It's a bit of a push and pull kind of energy. Saturn is a planet of wanting you to get in and do the work. It wants you to be resilient. It wants you to do what has to be done to get through. And you're not afraid of hard work. You're an earth sign, so you're quite willing to get in, to achieve, to do the hard work that you need to achieve. You will be rewarded for the hard work and effort, but it's saying at this time it's about putting your head down and really getting in and getting it done, playing out for you. So let's look over here at the other mutable signs to see where we've got Jupiter in Gemini Virgo. So Jupiter in Gemini, Virgo for you is your 4th house, and that's your home and family. We could have things playing out for you if you're a Virgo ascendant, playing out around your home and family. So things playing out about wanting to change your house. It could be, you know, refurbishing, or it could be doing more furniture, changes to that area. It could be selling, it could be buying, it could be moving, all that kind of stuff around house. Family, it could be challenges going on around your home. Now, we have got Jupiter is planet of luck, expansion and growth. So it's things, whatever situation you're going through, things feel bigger. So if you're having issues around family members, it kind of blows up and feels bigger. But generally Jupiter is a benefic, and it is luck and growth, expansion, positive energy. So if we focus on the positive here for you, Virgo, we're looking at this being an aspect of squaring for you. So this energy is something that is push and pull, kind of. It's like a challenging aspect, but I feel like it's a big planet that's playing out around you, but it will bring opportunities, I'm feeling, once you can work through that Saturn energy and put in the effort that's required here. Taking a look at the moon is sitting in Virgo, and let's see where it moves from there. It does move into Sagittarius on the 18th of July, which is going to be important for you because that is also a mutable sign, and that is a sign of in a squaring position to you. So you may feel the energies of that being emotions. Emotions may be challenged at that time with this placement. Now, taking a look at your cards, as I said, we've got the Nine of Swords, and that can cause stress, anxiety, and this could be playing out because of the, as I said, that's that Jupiter there, the Jupiter and the Saturn energy that's in the squaring position to you. So they're big planets playing out for you. So whatever's going on around you that you're stressing about that feels big, it's only because these planets are in these positions at the moment. They're not going to be there forever, so you're going to get through this. And as I said, the moon moves on. It moves into that sign on the 18th, and it moves out on the 20th. Let's check, see if it's even sooner. Now it moves out on the 20th. So by the 20th, things will start to feel a little bit easier for you. We have got the Ace of Wands, and it's looking at new creative energy coming in for you. New sparks of energy, sparks of motivation. That could be in around your home and family with the Jupiter there as well. So it could be, you know, new energy that makes you want to do things to your house and beautify your house there. So we've also got the Five of Cups, and that is the card of loss and regret. So regretting some things that you have to leave behind, or having to let go of certain things around you. So thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. I will see you again next week. For joining me, Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm reading your chart at the same time as I'm pulling cards for you, so I can see what's going on for you for the week ahead, Libra. Let me just pull back because I've move the chart towards the end of the week for the last reading. So let's go back to today, which is the 15th, and we'll see what's playing out there in the chart at the moment. Now Libra, I'm checking your sign. We've only got the South Node sitting there right now, so I'm going to jump across to your opposition, which is Aries. Aries is has a couple of things. It has Chiron. Chiron's the wounded healer. So in opposition to you at the moment, Libra, is Chiron. Chiron wants you to address energies around wounds, what needs to be healed in your life. This could be like a push and pull kind of energy because it's opposition, coming to your awareness around what you need to heal in your life. Now checking the other cardinal signs, which is Cancer, is the Sun. It's sitting in the squaring aspect, so it's really illuminating for you what needs to be addressed here in your life, what needs to be healed. And then we've got Capricorn, and Capricorn's quite quiet at the moment. So taking a look at Jupiter's in Gemini at the moment, Libra, and that will be in your 5th house. Just double checking that. Libra is your 5th house. 5th house for you is about play and fun, creativity. I'm feeling this 3 energy. 3 of Wands here is quite creative energy, decisions to be made about which direction and which creative project to take. I am feeling it's related to the Jupiter. Jupiter is expansion and growth. I'm feeling those energies are really creative energies as well for you, Libra, and I'm feeling like they're in the areas of how you have fun. Again, it's creativity, so quite creative energy coming in around you, Libra. Now, looking down at the Saturn is in Pisces, and Pisces for you, Libra, is your 8th house. This is your house of going deep. It's about sharing yourself with other people. There could be obstacles and hurdles coming up around you about being able to really share yourself in a deep way, or feeling like you're being heard, feeling like your emotions or your feelings are being valued here in this area. Now, it's playing out in Pisces. Pisces is all about wanting to dissolve certain things, wanting to dissolve things that no longer serve you. 10 of Swords comes back to that. Dissolving means things are done. You're letting go of things. And we've got the 10 of Swords saying that there's some things coming up around you that you're letting go of. For you, I'm feeling, if you're a Libra ascendant, that could be playing out in your, as I said, it's for you, Libra, your 8th house. How you share, it's sharing your money, could be inheritances. There could be things like that going on around you, Libra. Taking a look at the, we do have the Tower as well. So we've got a little bit of upheaval, I feel, coming up around you, Libra. You might just notice a few, could be people around you. It could be your situation. It could be you. There could be some ends to certain situations around you. It is for your highest good. The universe is looking out for you here. But I'm feeling like it's ways that's going to make you be able to be more authentic. Checking out here now where Libra. Okay, so here, what I want to do, because you've got such hard cards here, you've got the Tower, which is dreaded, and also the 10 of Swords, which is the dreaded out of the minor arcana. So here I want to look at what's going to help you, Libra. Libra, we're needing to look at your air signs. Pluto's in retrograde at the moment, and it's all about changes and transformations, which definitely are the Tower card. Pluto represents the Tower card. So it's saying that these changes and transformations that's occurring around your Tower card, in Aquarius, which will be for you, Libra, will be your 9th house. That's your learning, your growth, your ideas, your higher learning, your religion, your dogmas and beliefs, your philosophies. These could be changing for some of you. Now, for some of you, it could just be that whatever situation is playing out in any one of your houses, it doesn't have to be the 9th house or the 1st house. It could be any house. The situations that's happening around you are quite intense, but opportunities for growth and expansion in very creative ways. So I'm looking at the positive here for you, Libra. There is things to gain here for you. Pluto only wants to dissolve. Pluto only wants to change and transform things that are not working in your life. So things you will need to let go of, or things that are holding you back for you to grow and be creative. I see you at a precipice here, looking at your options and looking at which way forward for you. You're looking at the track that you're on right now, the path you're on, where it has led you. And you're thinking about your future, thinking, what am I getting out of this current path? And that's playing out in your mind. You've got a lot of thoughts going on. And that's because Pluto is in the reverse, but in retrograde. And that means it becomes more internal. And that is what's there to help you. It's trining you. It's forming a trining aspect to you, Libra. So it's there to help you. And they're just looking to see if there's any other trining. Jupiter's trining you as well, Libra. So Jupiter in Gemini is also wanting to help you, and that's your growth and expansion. You're thinking bigger, your expansion card, so it's there to help you. So these things that are ending here with the endings and the chaos and drama card that's sitting here, it's only to help you get to where you need to be so you're truly happy. So thank you so much for joining me, Libra. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm taking a look at your chart, Scorpio, while I'm drawing cards for you so I can see what's going on. Right now we've got the Moon in your house, and that will be there for a couple of days. Let me just check for you because that's very important. It sits there until the 18th of July, so it's in your chart for the next couple of days. The moon's all about emotions. It's about and you're a water sign as well, Scorpio, so it's quite it could be quite intense emotions, or it could be opportunities for you to be able to share your emotions with other people, or them to share their emotions with you. Now, taking a look at your opposition, Scorpio, we're looking at Taurus. There's quite a lot of energy playing out in the house of Taurus, in the sign of Taurus. So it is Uranus wanting you to be unique, wanting to make changes so that you can be yourself in a unique way. Also, we've got Mars sitting there wanting to give you that extra energy, that extra stamina, that extra strength and courage to be able to do what you have to do. Now, taking a look over at Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini, and for you, Scorpio, that is the 6th house. That's sign of health. So we're looking at things that that could be expanded or growth around health. It could also be helping others, the areas of you being of service to other people. There could be opportunities for growth and expansion in those areas, particularly if that's your job, if you're in a service kind of energy industry there. Now, taking a look over at Saturn for you, Scorpio. Saturn is in Pisces at the moment, so that will be for you 9th house. So it's all about your philosophies and your higher learning that's playing out for you. So we've got a bit of activity happening there as well. So expansion could be overseas travel as well, but I'm feeling like it's because it's Saturn, it could be causing hurdles or blocks or challenges around that area. Challenges around your like connection to spirit, because it's also in Pisces, but it could also be challenges around your philosophy thinking, or your wanting, if you're planning an overseas holiday, there could be a few challenges there for you. So let's get back into your cards, Scorpio. We've got the King of Cups in the upright position, sitting in your power. Positive cards there. We've got the Hierophant. Hierophant is all about that 9th house energy, so that's education, higher learning, more education. There's opportunities for that if you buckle down and put in the effort, because you've got Saturn sitting there in your 9th house. If you're a Scorpio ascendant. We've got the Hermit. The Hermit card is saying that it's time for self-reflection. And we've got, let me just tell you why that is, because we've got in self-reflection at the moment, reversal. We have got Saturn in reverse. Saturn is in retrograde, so that brings it back as an internal thing. So the challenges and obstacles could be an internal thing. It could be things around boundaries for you. Also, we have Pluto in retrograde, and Pluto's wanting to make deep changes and transformation. It's wanting you to be brave and face your fears, but it's in retrograde, so it's saying at the moment, just go within, just self-reflect. It's not about stepping out of your comfort zone and being brave and facing challenges head on. It's about facing them internally first. So thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. Quite heavy planets and heavy cards for you at the moment, but it's all about just that self-assessment and self-reflection for you at the moment. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I am reading the chart while I'm pulling cards for you at the moment, so I can see what's playing out in your house. So first of all, looking at your house, it's quite quiet at the moment. There's nothing going on in Sagittarius right now, but the moon's heading there. The moon is heading there. I should know, I've flicked through a couple of times on the 18th of July. 18th of July, it's moving into your sign. So this is an opportunity for you to nurture your emotions, feel fulfilled in a very emotional way. Connections with other people, feel your emotions being nurtured and fulfilled in that way. So that's coming up for you in the next couple of days. Now across from you, we've got expansion in Gemini. In your opposition position, we've got Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth. So big opportunities are on the horizon for you, but it can also be that situations going on around you will be expanded for you to be brought to your attention. So Jupiter is all about luck as well, opportunities, positive thinking. So if you're keeping very positive with this energy, it's a favorable outcome, but it's a big opportunity outcome as well. Now for you, Gemini, we're talking here, we're Sagittarius, so we're looking at Sagittarius is your 7th house. It is Sagittarius. 7th house will be your relationships houses. There's opportunities for growth and expansion, beautiful energy around relationships. So not just romantic partners, but people that you work with. For some of you, I feel like you could be assessing whether you walk away from something here, because we've got the 8 of Cups in the reverse position. It's saying like you're tossing up thinking, should I walk away from it? You've got that energy of I don't want to leave without feeling like I've achieved something out of it. But it's really assessing whether it's the right time now to walk away from it, because perhaps I feel like you're spending too much. It's costing too much money. So you're having to weigh up how much you're putting in for how much you're getting out of it, because as we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse position saying it's really about pulling back the finances here and perhaps considering walking away from things that are too expensive. Now it could be something simple. It could be like going through your streaming platforms and working out little ways, things that you don't need anymore, things that's costing you money, things subscriptions that you have that you never use, going through those kind of things. That's the energy that's playing out over this week. Walking away from those things. What don't you use? What can you let go of that's going to allow you to control your spending a little bit more? So one more card for you, Sagittarius, as I take a look at what is going on. So that's in your opposition position, and in your squaring position is quite heavy again as well, as we have the Magician and the manifesting abilities. So we've got sitting over there, we've got Saturn and Neptune. Neptune wants you to tune into your spiritual abilities. It wants you to meditate more. It wants to tap into source and spirit. It also wants you to dissolve any boundaries or any things that you no longer need. It wants you to let those things go. Saturn is sitting there as well in squaring position to you, and it wants you to work hard, put in the effort, do what needs to be done. I'm feeling manifesting energy because we've got the Magician, but the Magician works. He's working his magic. He's not just sitting back waiting for the universe to present it to him. He's working his magic. So here I feel for you, Sagittarius, is that you're assessing what you can pull the reins back in on your spending, what things are not working for you that you need to let go of, and what things you can achieve, but it's going to take a bit of work. And that's where the challenge lies for you, Sagittarius, is are you willing to put that effort in? So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next week. Welcome Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading your chart, Capricorn, while I'm shuffling your tarot and seeing what's happening right now in the stars for you, Capricorn. Quite quiet in your chart right at the moment. There's not a lot happening. So I'm going to look in opposition to you. We have the Sun sitting over there in Cancer, and that's where your vitality is. So it's kind of like this energy of push and pull. So one minute you might feel vibrant and lots of vitality, and the next minute you might feel like you feel drained, your energy's drained. And I'm feeling that because of the cards that's laying on the table at the moment. We've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse position, and that's saying where you've worked very hard, Capricorn. You've put in a lot of effort, but you're feeling like maybe you've pushed yourself too hard, or you have to be wary about pushing yourself too hard, working too hard, putting in too much effort, because I feel like it's not going to be good for your physical body. Now I'm also seeing the Seven of Swords, and Seven of Swords in the reverse position. It's saying there's a level of being honest with yourself, being honest with those around you about how much effort you really have to give here, and if it's really working out for you. So that's playing out for you in the opposition position, Capricorn. That's with the Sun. We're shining a light on your vitality and your health and your strength of feeling fulfilled in life as well. Now sitting over there in a squaring position to you is Chiron. Chiron sitting in Aries at the moment, and that is us addressing things that you need to work on, your wounds. Your wounds, I feel, could be about where you push yourself too hard. That situation could come up around you, or where there's a bit of dishonesty about whether you're truthful and honest to yourself or with other people around you. That could be a wound that you're needing to work on. Taking a look at Jupiter sitting in Gemini right now for you, Capricorn, is your 8th house, and that's about going deep and dark and expansive. So it can be opportunities for growth and expansion for how you share yourself with another. I feel like the Star card is a positive outcome. It means that everything is going to work out. Have faith and trust in the universe in this situation. Could be looking at inheritances as well here, other people's money, or how you share your resources, or you share yourself with another person. Opportunities to expand and grow in those areas for you. Now we're looking at that's the Jupiter. We're looking at Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces for you, Capricorn. That is your 11th house. So we've got some opportunities here for you around community, new projects, but you really have to put in the effort here. This is your ruler, Capricorn. It's Saturn in retrograde, so it's about going within, not pushing yourself too hard. That's why this card has come out, because it's about really just going inwards for a little bit, resting here, not pushing too hard. But I'm feeling like it's coming up in areas of community or big projects or situations that involve other people. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. I feel like I had very similar energy for you again when Saturn first went into retrograde. So the energy still feels like it's very similar to what it was a couple of weeks ago, but I'm feeling like the star card is saying that it's going to be a favorable outcome. It's going to be a positive outcome. Everything is going to work out and be okay. You're going to get through this kind of anxiety drained kind of energy. You're going to work through this energy and everything will be okay. So thank you for joining me, Capricorn. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be looking at your chart today while I pull cards for you to see what's coming up for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, sitting in your chart, as it's going to be sitting there for the next 20 years, is Pluto, but Pluto is in retrograde at the moment, so it's more of an internal thing right now. So it's looking at what internal changes you can make within yourself, so changes and transformations internally. So you're working with a bit of your shadow, a bit of your what you need to change inside, your thoughts, maybe your feelings, your emotions, what's going on inside of you that you perhaps could address and make some changes. It's not external, it's internal that's coming up around you while Pluto is in retrograde at the moment. Now, looking over for you, Aquarius, we're going into opposition to you. There's a little bit happening over there. Opposition, we've got Venus and Mercury. So there could be some challenges there around communication, being able to express yourself properly, learning. There may be a little bit of brain fog, mental fog that's going on around you. We've got Venus, so again it could be issues around balance and harmony with other people. It could be love, luxury, wealth, beauty, all of that stuff. We've got a bit of challenging flow. The flow is in a challenging position at the moment for you, Aquarius, around maybe how you look, maybe how things look around you. Sometimes it could annoy you. You could be having issues with little things like that. Now we're looking at Saturn is in Pisces. For you, Aquarius, that will be your 12th house. So here it's all about dissolving, letting go, boundaries, where you need boundaries, what you need to let it go of. Now, because it's Saturn, it's saying you may need to work hard here. It's going to be, and it is in retrograde, so again, it could be internal, but it also could be things that you're needing to put in a great deal of effort and resilience and really just get in and do what needs to be done, but it will be for the benefit in the end. So certain things may need to dissolve here. You may need to let things go in the area of Pisces, which could be looking at your boundaries with other people. It can be about your with spirit, to working with spirit and communication. There could be a few little hurdles or challenges that are coming up there for you as you go within, which really makes sense to me because I had to take last week off. This is me, I'm Aquarius, so that kind of energy really does really fit to me because I really felt like I had to take last week off. I was quite tired, which again comes in on your 12th house. So I feel these energies, it was really making me foggy and it wasn't optimum levels to tap into spirit. So I really had to just lay back and just go internal with that. That really makes sense to me because of the Saturn that's sitting there in the 12th house at the moment for us Aquarian ascendants. Now looking at Jupiter is in Gemini. For us Aquarius ascendants, that's our 9th house, so luck, expansion, growth in the area of philosophy, thinking, spirit, so religion, all of that kind of thing, higher learning, wanting to get more knowledge, more understanding, overseas travel if that's what you're thinking about. There's opportunities for expansion and growth in these areas. Luck as well, it's also about luck here in the 9th house. So here we're looking at, for you, the World card. We've got a cycle coming to a completion here because it's the World card in the upright position. So it's about you've worked hard. You're looking at situations where you've achieved, you've worked hard, and it's finally coming to an end in a way that you're celebrating your success of achievement of bringing something to full cycle here. Knight of Pentacles is very slow. It's been a slow process, something you've maybe worked on for a long time, but we're looking at the end game here. We're coming into the end game, or finally seeing results for our hard work, because we've got the Pentacles. Pentacles is about earth signs and it's about working hard. So this hard work over a slow time is finally paying off and we're seeing an end result. We've got the Three of Cups in the reverse position, and it's all about, that says three as a crowd, so it's all about working on your own. So where you've done something on your own without the help of other people, I feel like that's coming into fruition here for you, Aquarius. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I am always so exhausted when I get to your sign because it takes me such a long time. I'm very focused and concentrating while I go through the signs, so I am reading charts as I am shuffling the tarot. What's going on for you, Pisces? Okay, we've got a lot going on in your first house if you're a Pisces ascendant. So we've got still your ruler, which is Neptune, sitting in the final stages, 29 degrees of Pisces. It'll be there for a little while, and that's really just wanting to dissolve things for you. So particularly around your boundaries, issues you've got with working with spirit, these kind of things. This is what we're working on around you. But we also have Saturn sitting there. Saturn is in retrograde. Saturn wants you to go within and reflect internally. Saturn is all about working hard, putting in the effort, being resilient, getting through your boundaries and your obstacles, putting in the hard work here and being rewarded for your hard effort. But it's sitting in the retrograde. It's retrograde at the moment, so it's about going more internal. And I'm feeling about it's more internal and spirit. So we're working through boundaries we have with communicating with spirit, or boundaries we have with working in the spiritual realms that's coming up for you. So I've got over this current week, now I've got Jupiter in Gemini for you. That will be your 10th house. That is your house of career, your house of your role, your public role, how you're seen in the public. This is playing out for you, Jupiter. We've got some opportunities for luck, growth and expansion in your career, Pisces. Now, as I said, we've got Saturn sitting in your first house, and that's your first house, Saturn. So it's things that change to yourself personally, things that you need, changes that you need to make. We're putting in the work and the effort eternally to be able to shine in a way externally, and we'll be rewarded externally for the hard work that we do internally, is what I'm trying to say in my exhausted way. Okay, one more card for you, Pisces, so I can see what's going on for you. Okay, we've got the Three of Wands. Expansion and growth is what they want me to focus on, and that is your Jupiter. So Jupiter being in your Gemini 10th house. That's really what they want me to focus on, because we've got lots of opportunities here for abundance and joy, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and that's all about, you know, that financial independence and having a lot of money and opportunities. So I'm feeling that is really coming out in your career or your public face. Again, expansion and growth, we've got those opportunities because we've got Jupiter sitting there as well. So you've got great opportunities coming for you, but we do have the Ten of Swords, and that is saying that some things are going to come to an end, although maybe some things that you're thinking that you need to let go of here, but it's only for you to make decisions here. Look at where what you've done to get to where you are at the moment, how you need to go from here. Do you need to end certain things, or do you need to take them further and expand more? And I'm feeling this is definitely related to your career house, your opportunity, your public face house, particularly if you're an ascendant Pisces. If not, it can play out in any area of your life, but it's getting to a platform and saying, okay, this is what I've done to get to this point, and then all of a sudden this hard work just turns into something massive and huge, big energy, but you could be letting go of some things as well. Thank you for joining me, Pisces. I will see you again next week.